Speaking of high roads, let's talk about Ashley Judd really quick.
Ashley Judd, she recently wrote a book about being molested as a child. I don't know what the book's about, but that's the press I'm reading.
Yeah, like she was
do you know the name of the book?
I
was molested when I was 3.
Yeah, spill the beans. I don't know. I don't mean to like.
We discussed this before we went on air.
And I don't mean to make little of that. I'm just saying that I find it very funny that her mother and her sister are just getting ready to do their new Oprah show live on TV. That she comes and says that I was
on the jugs.
Yeah, that she was sexually abused, neglected, and now her mother remembers being sexually abused at the age of 3.
Yeah. I don't remember anything at the age of 3.
I'm not saying that any of that didn't happen, but I do find it very strange that, she
all
wrote a book, her mom and her sister start a new tour, they start a new show. Like, I actually, to be quite honest with you, for the girls that really happened to, a lot of them don't have that voice.
It diminishes that, too.
It absolutely does. I totally agree with that. And it kind of makes me go, yuck. Because at the age of 3?
I know.
Yeah. So let's move on.
It's like those people that remember, like, in their infancy, that they were abused. And you're like, really? Whatever.
Speaking of infancy, Tina Fey's pregnant.
She is pregnant with her second child. She's about to be 41 years old next month.
Go Tina. Let's toast to that.
Well, I'm not going to I refuse to toast to her because what the fuck are you thinking, bitch? Hello? We are both on our way to 36. Would you have another kid right now?
I'm a proud owner of the marina, and that doesn't mean you can dock your boat in my marina. Hell no.
These tubes, they be tied. Nothing's happening here.
Hey, better you than me. Better you than me. Let's toast to that. Better you than me.
Yeah, no kidding. So she's going to be, what's 42 plus 18? An old lady when her kid graduates from high school.
Oh, but you know what?
Speaking of old ladies, maybe this is something you're into, Tina. A 52-year-old woman who had lost her job. I don't know what she did for a living. However, she lost her job, and she needed to pay her rent and her bills. So a girlfriend of hers was like, you should be a stripper. Her name is Jonella Nolan, and she went to an Akron strip club called 1245, Club 1245, and she showed up for her stripping gig, and some 40-something-year-old woman in a jealous rage, wielding a fucking come fuck me shoe, beat the hell out of her. She had to have 7 staples in her head, which is kind of scary. But so if you live in Ohio and you're looking for some grandma action, you should go to Club 1245.
The grandmas I know wear those like if they hit your head, it'd be like flat.
Naturalizers?
It'd be like, I don't know, like a bunch of Post-it notes hit you in the head. It wouldn't be like a stiletto. I mean, because I'm 35 and I wear stilettos. My shoes are made of I wear high heels, but they're like the platform. Like, I don't know. Really?
Well, hey, grandma's got it going on.
Yes, so.
I saw her picture. She's not a bad-looking woman.
Well, that's
she looks good for 52. She probably looks good for 35.
Oh my God, can you email me this picture?
Yes.
I want to see this.
I did email you this picture.
No, I did not see this. She kept this picture from me.
I did not. She's a liar. Nothing she says is the truth. She told me this story when we first got here, and I did not know about this. However, William...
Are you going to steal my story?
The refrigerator Perry.
Oh, no!
Take it from there.
If you like sports at all, I'm sure you know this. Okay.
Super Bowl Shuffle, 85 Chicago Bears.
Okay, so listen to this. The Fridge's Super Bowl ring, done, because he sold it back in, 08, 97. Well, a 10-year-old was at Mickey Mantle's restaurant in New York, and he saw it for sale for like $10,000, $1,200, $10,800. He used his college fund to buy it.
With his mother's permission.
Yeah, his mother's permission. He bought it, was so excited to have it, thinking that he was going to make a fortune from it. Went and looked up the fridge's life story and found out that he had an autoimmune deficiency.
Like
disease
lupus.
that would leave him absolutely
I don't know
paralyzed.
what he has. He doesn't
Yeah.
have AIDS. I mean, that's not
that it
autoimmune.
would leave him paralyzed. So he flew to Chicago and gave the fridge his Super Bowl ring. And in return, the fridge
So he can sell it again.
The fridge gave him 2 signed jerseys and 4 playing cards. And I think, you know what? Those parents would do something right. I mean,
Did you write down the kid's name?
Yeah, that kid's
We need to mention the kid's name.
Cliff Force Jr.
Well
you
done,
know
Cliff Forrest.
Cliff Force Jr.
Well done, Cliff Forrest Sr.
I agree.
You raised your son right.
You know, I think it's funny because sometimes heroes, they lose their way, and maybe he played
you know
football.
what? It's always a sad thing when you see like a superstar like that having to sell something.
Exactly.
But
the fact that a 10-year-old saw it and said, "I want to," and the dad said that, had the mom not said, "Yeah, you should do that," I don't know. Like, it's such to give it back to a guy who could become paralyzed. Right. Oh, Cliff.
It's good news.
Love it.
Speaking of heroes, so my pat on the back this week goes to Des Moines Police Sergeant James Butler, who noticed a little boy walking across the Court Avenue Bridge. We are filming right now on Court Avenue. The Court Avenue Bridge is really close by. That way?
Nope.
That way? It's close by. It doesn't matter. I have no sense of direction. Anyway, it's close by. Trust me. Anyway, this little kid, he was like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. The cop pulls over and he's like, "Where are you going?" The kid's like, "That way." He's like, "I want you to get my car and tell me, where you live. Maybe you will see some surroundings that look familiar to you." And the child did not want to get in the cop car with him because children are told not to do so. And the cop's like, "You wear my hat." And the kid's like, "Sold!" in the cop car. So he's like, "What's your name?" And the little kid's like, "Reuben." And he's like, "What's your last name?" And he goes, "Spider-Man." This is in the Des Moines Register today, if you want to know. So Reuben Spider-Man gets in the police car. They're driving around. Police checks in with dispatch to see if any missing children. Any children were reporting missing. No children were. So drives the kid around Des Moines. The little boy says, "I'm hungry." Cop takes him to McDonald's, gets him a Happy Meal. He's happy. Pretty soon dispatch calls back and says a Liberian family has reported their nephew is missing. So little Reuben Spider-Man was reunited with his family. Unfortunately, the police officer was never able to know his last name because the family didn't speak English. So the bottom line is, if you're a child molester looking to pick up a kid, screw the candy, get a whole box of police hats. You're in like Flint. And this week's Off With Your Head goes to friend of Obama, Bobby Titcomb. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. He was arrested in Hawaii during a prostitution sting. Hey, dumbass. You don't solicit prostitutes on the street. You call an agency. Has Charlie Sheen taught you nothing? I'm so disappointed in you. And my Orioles are off to a 5-1 start. Best start since 1997. Red Sox are 0-6. Sorry, Warren. Prayers for you. Tampa Bay is 0-5. Remember who they signed in the offseason? Johnny Damon and Manny Ramirez, who's been benched. I love it. The Orioles play the 6-0 Rangers next, followed by the Yankees. So I blame myself for my white voodoo magic with my Peter Angelo's voodoo doll. So if you haven't seen that, check out last week's show and you'll know what I'm talking about. So if you're having a Duchess Rebecca moment, I want to see it. Send it to me at duchessrebecca@gmail.com. Anything you think something I would appreciate, I will show it on the show. I promise. I didn't get any last week, which is a big disappointment. Follow me on Twitter at Duchess Rebecca. I lost the underscore due to popular demand. And send me stuff. Send me like your home bar, the bar that you drink at. Send me a T-shirt. Send me something. I'll wear it on the show. I swear. P.O. Box 13332, Des Moines, Iowa 50310. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Max Peppertree asked me a question. He asked me how many presidential candidates I met the last election cycle during the 07-08 caucuses. I met 5 or 6. My favorite was Fred Thompson because he's who I supported. Mike Huckabee was also a very personable guy in person. And I saw Chris Dodd at the grocery store, and his hair was as fantastic in person as you can imagine. And stay tuned, because coming up, I'm going to be skydiving for this show, which is terrifying. It's terrifying.
I won't let you jump.
Yes, you
Rebecca,
will.
no.
I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to be throwing out a ceremonial first pitch of an iCubs game. iCubs are the AAA team for the Chicago Cubs, in case you're retarded.
No, Rebecca, you're going to jump out of the plane.
I'm going to jump out the plane.
Can I be in the plane
I
and
did it
dare
once
you not to
before
do it?
8 years ago. I'm super excited about doing it again. And Skydive Iowa, if you live in Iowa and you're interested in doing it, I highly recommend it. It is the most fantastic experience of your life. So, I leave you with this. Remember, everywhere you go, there you are. And hopefully there's cocktails.